Hi everybody, it's time for Bedtime Stories with Tim. I'm going to read you a Christmas story that I wrote, and it is definitely not my usual vein of writing, but I did have fun writing it, and I hope you enjoy it. Please leave me comments. If you hated it, that's fine. If you loved it, that's fine too, but I love comments. So here it goes. It's called El que no destine. It means that which does not fade. On a pot-marked road not far from Chiapas, Mexico, sleigh bells broke the silence of the night. Jesus Cristo turned to the side of a reindeer-powered sled descending from above him. Feliz cumpleaños, said Papa Noel, coming to a halt on the ground next to him. Buenas noches. Jesus, you poor man, left alone and forgotten only a few hours before your birthday. Papa Noel shook his head. After all that you did, only to be abandoned. I'm neither alone, forgotten, nor abandoned. Of course not. After all, I'm here, aren't I? Anchoring his arms to brace his weight, he pulled himself from the sleigh. Had to rest the reindeer. They don't get along too well in this heat. Papa grabbed the red cap from his head and used it to brush streams of sweat from his face. He tossed the hat into his sleigh, followed by his coat. You would think they would come up with a Christmas shorts outfit for the hotter climes, but no, they didn't. They think it's just not right if you are not decked out in full gear. Papa leaned back and stretched until his back popped like the sound of crushing ice. Mind if I walk with you a bit? It's been a long ride and my muscles are cramping like you would not believe. Need to work off a few thousand cookies. Do you know what it's like to travel the world in a single night? I'm everywhere, around the world always, says Jesus, continuing on his walk. So you are. Papa moved to catch up and match pace. Well, at least there were lots of bad children this year. There are some stops I didn't have to make. More and more turn away from good. They turn their backs to you. I will not forsake them. When they are lost, I will show them the way home. Papa rolled his eyes. You know, for a famous preacher, you aren't the most talkative person in the world. My point is that you've been gone a long time. You are fading from the hearts and minds of men. I never used to come here. Every year my schedule grows. They had the silly idea that you brought them gifts, but now they've turned to me. I'm replacing you. I've already got the cities. It won't be long before I'm doing the countrysides as well. Jesus smiled. Come, follow me. The two traveled the road until they came to a farmhouse where corn grew up hills. Dilapidated with a sagging roof, it did not take much guesswork to realize that poverty lived here. With no chimney, it makes my job kind of hard. Papa moved to open the door, but stopped when Jesus waved him over to the window. The window opened, held an empty plate upon its sill. The plate, decorated with etches and chips from use, seemed unremarkable. They are at Mass, said Jesus. They leave the plate out in hopes that, on the anniversary of my birth, I will stop and leave a gift to show my blessing. Papa Noel folded his arms and tilted his head to the right. But you don't leave the gifts. You don't pass by. I don't pass by because I never leave. Look through the window to the mantel on the wall, Jesus pointed. Figurines of Mary and Joseph stood on display, surrounded by candles. Bah! Papa countered. Statues and displays of me are everywhere, loud and proud for all to see. This appears almost as if they are ashamed they worship you, like some secret sin. I don't even see you. Jesus continued. A little girl lives here. Her name is Helena Madruga. She very much hopes to get a Sally doll with long hair to comb and braid. What she doesn't know is her mother has bought her a less expensive doll. It has no hair, but a head of plastic. Her family could not afford more. No wonder they turned from you, Papa said. I could have given her a dozen dolls with long hair, along with a dollhouse and a tea set or anything she desired. He raised his eyebrows. You say you reside here, but with all of your power and miracles, they suffer. Will you not bless them? I did. How do you think they managed the money for the doll? Jesus' tone never wavered, staying constant with his expressions. Is that the best the Son of God can do? You do not understand. Enlighten me, Papa held his hands out. Tell me why in a place you bless they live like this. When they return from Mass, her mother will tuck Helena into bed. She will sit beside her and kiss her on the head. She then will explain the events that led to my birth. Jesus' gaze never turned from the window. His voice remained steady and soft. When Helena wakes up, she will run to the window where she will find the doll. She will be disappointed, but somewhere deep inside she will know why. She will hug it close to her and her mother will smile. Helena will then notice the mantle. Where once only Mary and Joseph stood, there now will be a figurine of me, placed there by her father while she slept. She will see it and know that I truly have been born into the world. Jesus turned back towards Papa Noel. She will love that doll and will carry it everywhere. On January 5th, she will look for the most broken down shoe she has and place it in the window before she goes to bed. Her father will talk her in and explain the story of the 3 kings who brought their gifts to me. When she awakens, she will find her mother has placed one of the few remaining pesos into the shoe. Helena will think that one of the wise men dropped a coin in her shoe as he passed by. A chill will stir her as she realizes they were on their way to honor me and that I am the King of Kings. Lies, all lies, Papa spat. One day she will discover the truth. She will learn that her mother and father faked it all. You weren't there, neither were the wise men. Eventually she will drop that raggedy doll. You're not the only one who can see what will happen. Papa began to pace. She will marry and have children, a family of her own. Her children will have a Christmas tree and will wait for me to bring them presents. There will be bright lights and decorations. They will go to Mass, but their minds will be on the preparations they still need to do. You will be lost in it all. They will forget about you and all the hustling and rushing of the season. Once again, explained Jesus, you're so caught up in the grand scheme that you miss the important details. Jesus started to walk down the road once again, leaving Papa to catch up to him. I'm missing nothing. Man is drifting away from you. He's outgrowing you. You sacrificed yourself, but he just doesn't care anymore. That was ancient history. Jesus stopped and turned to him. Helena will find out that her mother and father left the gifts, but by then she will know I am real. What's more, she will understand the sacrifice her family made in bringing her closer to me. When she has a family of her own, you are correct. They will have a tree and wait for Papa Noel to come. However, when buying presents or in their quiet times, Helena will think often of the doll, what her family gave up for her. As she tucks her children into bed, she will kiss them on their heads and explain the Posada, the story of my birth and the 3 wise men, as they will do to their children. For it is the teachings from father to son as well as from mother to daughter that will bring the blessings of hope and love. One day the children will find out that you are false. They will realize what their mother has done for them. They will love her more than ever. Then they will find me there, ready to greet them with open arms. No matter how many lights, decorations, or attempt to turn man away, I'll still be there. My father knew Kris Kringle. He was a good man. You are not him. You tried to tempt me once into drawing the power of the Father. After giving my own life to mankind, I will not be deluded into turning from them. I know that one day man will grow up. He will realize that his whole life has been a sticky entanglement of lies. Then he will see how much I have sacrificed for him, how much I truly love him, and he will come to me. Enjoy your world for now, for one day I shall return. I shall say to my father, I know Helena Madruga, her parents, her family, their children, and all like them. Moreover, they will receive the greatest gift ever offered, the one you lost.